100.3 FM and streaming audio at WDADradio.com. High school football, Indiana Little Indians versus the Ringgold Rams. Tonight's game is sponsored by Indiana Regional Medical Center, Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, S&T Bank, Betty Lou's 2, T's Window Cleaning, by the Borough of Indiana Police Department, 5-Star Mitsubishi, Grand Beginnings Children's Center, Hutton Blues Insurance, by Marion Center Bank, SCG Hobby, sponsored by the Allied Milk Producers, Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, Luther Ford Lincoln, by Friends of Joe Pittman, also sponsored by the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, Indiana Total Therapy, First Commonwealth Bank, Blairsville Floor Covering, Luxembourg's Jewelers, EMB Computing, Walbeck Insurance, by Dad's Garage, Crimson Wealth Management, SeaWorld Satellites, sponsored by Friends of Jim Struzzi, Good and Associates Insurance Agency, the Addison of Moorhead Place, and by Indiana County Technology Center. Now let's go down to the field for an Indiana Regional Medical Center High School Sports Night, starting with the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and at WDADradio.com.
Welcome inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. For week 2 of the WPIL football schedule, tonight's matchup is Indiana and the Ringgold Rams come to town at Andy Kosneski Field. I'm joined tonight by Jeff Cribbs and Doug Steve down on the sideline. This is Pat Doherty. So, Jeff, we have two teams that are looking for their first win. Indiana, got it taken to them a little bit last week, but I think they're going to they had a good week of practice, and they're looking to respond this week. Ringgold, as we know, they haven't won in 26 games, so they're really hungry to try to get that first win.
They certainly are, Pat. It's hard to imagine going 2.5 seasons without winning a game, but that's where the Ringgold Rams are right now. But as you said, Indiana still looking for their first win of the season also. And lots of times you see the biggest step in improvement from week 1 to week 2 as teams get their line set, get used to the heat. Last week was hot. This week is very hot again. It's going to be a key for the guys keeping hydrated tonight. And let's hope Indiana can pick up a win tonight. Yeah,
Ringgold comes in here tonight with a new head coach. He had played there and was a good player for the Rams. And, he's trying to turn that program around. When you look at it, it looks like they have some athletic kids. Their quarterback, he can throw it pretty good, and he can run it pretty good. Should be a good challenge for Indiana tonight.
Yeah, last week they lost to South Allegheny, but it was a close game. It was 28-14. As you said, their starting quarterback was injured right before halftime. He did not get to finish the second half. We've seen him warming up tonight, so we'll see if he's actually able to go. Looks like he twisted an ankle in that first game. But, yeah, he's a very athletic quarterback. He can throw very well, and he can take off and run, too. So Indiana defense is going to have to be keying on him.
Yeah, so we got a lot for you tonight in this Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. We're going to hear from Coach Brad Wright. We're going to hear the senior spotlight presented by the law office of Patrick Doherty. And then we'll come back with starting lineups presented by Indiana County Technology Center. And then we're going to kick this game off. So stay with us. We're glad you're here tonight. It's a beautiful night at Andy Kosneski Field. Neon night here at the game tonight for the student section. So come on out. You still have time to get here. Lots of great seats available. And if not, you can always tune in on Renda Digital TV and watch it live. So we'll be back after this commercial break.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Sometimes you don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. T's window cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. T's Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
This is Chief Justin Shaw with the Indiana Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being part of our community. From attending local events to engaging with students to caring for families, we're only a phone call away. Our team's mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort. The men and women of the Indiana Borough Police Department and our first responding partners are committed to serving and protecting you on and off the field. So as you cheer on your team, know that we've got your back. Stay safe, Indiana.
Looking to experience luxury with your next vehicle? Then look no further than Luther Lincoln. From the full-size Lincoln Navigator to the mid-size Lincoln Aviator or the Lincoln Nautilus and Corsair crossovers, Luther has the Lincoln you want. With complimentary pickup and delivery for service or being able to schedule your service appointments online, Luther Lincoln wants to make your experience a pleasant one. Luther Lincoln, your choice for Lincoln. Route 119, Homer City. Click on lutherlincoln.net.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
What's the most popular 5-passenger SUV in central Pennsylvania? That's an easy one. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, of course. You see them everywhere. I mean everywhere. And why not? It's by far the greatest value on the market. With more standard features than most, great fuel economy, and the best warranty on the planet, buying a new Outlander Sport's an easy choice above all others. You gotta have one. Get your best Mitsubishi deal today at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this.
We're back on the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show. I'm joined by Indiana head coach Brad Wright. Coach, obviously last week didn't go as you had hoped. Freeport came out very physical and took it to you. Some of your inexperience up front showed. Talk to me about what your big takeaway from that game was.
Well, we saw them on the Slippery Rock scrimmage film, and they look physical. They gave Slippery Rock all kinds of problems in their backfield. I didn't think they had the penetration against us as they did against Slippery Rock, but I definitely think they handled us up front, unlike I expected. I thought that we could meet them toe-to-toe, but on their roster, they do have several varsity starters that are seniors up front. I did notice that with their roster. So they were starting probably 3 or 4 seniors up front. You can just tell the difference between that and when a team is starting 3 sophomores and a junior like we are.
Talk to me a little bit about your quarterback. Quinn did some positive things, actually. I mean, a couple nice runs on the touchdown drive. How do you see his progressions?
Oh, he's coming along great. Having missed last year, he has that spark. He's a twitchy kid. He has a very strong arm. He can run the ball. We plan to get him on the edge and use him in the run game and some double and triple options. So Quinn's a guy that they have to prep for, and it's hard to prepare yourself for a guy like Quinn, because normally when you're running scouts, you don't have a kid like that. So he gives the defense a lot of problems.
So you're on the defensive side of the ball. You're trying to play a lot of kids both ways. Mm-hmm. Do you have a formula moving forward to maybe spell some guys and maybe try to get a few more kids in the game so that you don't get worn down in the third and fourth quarters?
That's absolutely has to be part of the fold here moving forward. And I talked before about how we have 56 guys in the roster, so we do have depth. It's just simply young depth, and we're trying to develop that depth as quickly as possible. Friday night football is here, and it's time for those guys. The deer in the headlights look has to leave, and they have to be ready to go out there and take one in the mouth and give it back.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, you're going to see that jump, hopefully, from week 1 to week 2, where kids, they're not wide-eyed. They understand what it's about to line up across from a varsity player and make plays on Friday night. And to develop these guys, it requires a little bit of patience.
It does.
And, that's not always what we're looking for in varsity athletics, but given the situation that you're in with the young roster that you have, talk to me a little bit about that and how you're trying to get guys in situations to be successful.
It's amazing that you look at a guy like a senior like John Cribbs and that he's not going to make very many mistakes throughout the week in practice, and then you look at your sophomores and your juniors that haven't played on Friday night yet, and you're seeing 2, 3, 4 times the amount of mistakes out of them. And when you have 2 or 3 of those guys all in the line at the same time, you're often looking at a lot of mistakes from play to play, and there's times where you have several plays in a row where we don't have all 5 guys doing it right, and you do have to be patient and understand that they're young, and you coach them up, and you try to hold the bar high for them. I mean, we're coaching them up hard, but we also have to at some point relax and understand that they'll progress naturally.
So you have Ringgold coming to town. What can you tell us about Ringgold? I know you've seen them over the summer and seen them on film. It looks like they're athletic. They have some guys that can make plays in space. But, what are you seeing with them?
Yeah, they're very athletic. I think across the board they're as athletic as Freeport, if not more. We did see them at Burrow, and they won that, beating teams like Armstrong. They can score at any moment, and we can't fall asleep in the secondary, and we have to contain the quarterback and stay in our rush lanes. And we just have to make sure we don't give up the big plays, because it could happen at any moment.
It seemed like a couple times on Friday night against Ringgold, you lost leverage. And, obviously when you lose leverage as a defense, that creates a lot of problems. So, addressing that, especially with guys that are athletic, what's the plan moving forward?
Well, they just have to understand their responsibility and execute their responsibility. Like if they have C-gap rush lane, they got to be in the C-gap rush lane. They can't, go rogue and stun into the B-gap and leave the C-gap open, and the quarterback's just going to roll and sprint wide, when we don't contain like that. So that's something we have to learn from.
It looked like they're watching film. It looked like Ringgold's starter may have gotten hurt at the end of the first half. Do we have any information on that? Who we're going to see it behind center?
We don't. We're going to prepare as if he's going to play. The expectation is he will play. Whoever they put in there, I'm sure he's going to be a good athlete. Number 6, I know, is their sophomore receiver, and he could possibly be a backup or a wildcat kind of guy. So that's something else we also have to think about too. He's a fantastic athlete.
I saw they ran a reverse pass for a touchdown. They hit one big against South Allegheny. So real quick, talk to me about your kicking game. For the first time in a long time, we've seen balls driven into the end zone on kickoffs. That's got to be a good feeling as a coach, knowing you have a weapon like Tim Birch.
Yeah, it's a fantastic weapon to have, and he's been putting the ball in the end zone regularly and kicking over 40-yard field goals in practice regularly. So that's something that we're going to utilize throughout the course of the season. We won't go for it quite as much on 4th down in the red zone, knowing his range, so we can get points on the board with him. And then conversely, on the kickoff, we know if he boots the ball into the end zone, in most cases, we really don't have to defend a kickoff. Right. It's just the ball's out in the 20 and we play defense.
Talk to me real quick about the snaps on the punts. The first one went way over the head, ended up in the safety. On the next one, you got lucky because of the delay of game. So, have you worked with your long snapper and made corrections, or was it a situation of nerves?
I think it must have been nerves. He's also our center, so at times he doesn't get as much work as a long snapper, and we need to find the balance there. Listen, Zach Brewer is one of the best long snappers I've coached in over 20 years. I have confidence moving forward that he's going to do a great job. I'm not really worried about that one bit whatsoever. I think he'll make the correction this week.
Coach, good luck on tonight. We want to thank Coach Wright for his time, and we'll be back with more of the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show after this.
Our center, so at times he doesn't get as much work.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Milk every moment.
Indiana Total Therapy has been helping Indiana Indians athletes for years, and they wish the team the best of luck in the state playoffs. ITT is a full-service outpatient rehab facility with services including physical, occupational, and speech therapy, athletic training, pediatric rehab, sports performance programs, and so much more. Indiana Total Therapy's 3 facilities are fully staffed and equipped to deliver optimal results. ITT, proud partners with the Indiana Area School District.
SCG Hobby. It's in the name. Sports cards, comics, gaming, and more. Speaking of more, they also have a huge selection of Legos, board games, Dungeons & Dragons, and Warhammer. Whatever you fancy, they've got you covered. Come join the SCG family for fun events and tournaments nightly, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and more. Dive into a world of sports and fantasy at the SCG Hobby nearest you, with locations in Indiana, Latrobe, Altoona, and North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
And we're back with the ITT pregame show. I'm joined by head coach Brad Wright. Coach, you know, all the practicing, all the lifting, all that's behind us now. It's time to
injury to linebacker, unfortunately, in the scrimmage this year. Stop all the competitive game. It should be a fun night of football.
North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized trained dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee.
Trusted name, 2 great locations.
And you're going to do double duty, right? You're playing soccer as well?
Yes.
So you're going to have a busy fall.
Yes.
To the game, Jeff, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Pat. So on offense, Indiana is going to want to possess the ball. They want to have some long, sustained drives, dominate the line of scrimmage, and try and keep the ball out of Ringgold's hands. We talked at the open. They have some very talented players on offense, and they could be dangerous tonight for Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to give them hope. That's for sure. You know, they've lost 26 in a row coming into tonight. Indiana doesn't want to be that one.
That's true, Pat. You know, the Ringgold, they got a new coach. They're going to be hungry. They want to try and break that losing streak. But the longer Indiana lets them stay in this game, that gives them a feeling maybe this is their chance to win it. So I'd like to see Indiana come out early, get a couple solid drives together, and score for sure.
Hey, let's go down to the field now and see what Doug Steve has down there. This sideline report is brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Coverings. Doug, what do you got?
Okay, Pat and Jeff, we're going to do the ceremonial coin toss because they do it earlier before the teams go in. Ringgold won the toss. They'll receive, so they'll get the ball first. Indiana will be on the field defensively. And I still think it's going to come down to the line play. Both teams did poor jobs on the offensive defensive lines last week in their games. And yes, Ringgold has some athletes there offensively, but I still think it's going to be one up front, both offensively and defensively. One thing this week that the teams have had to deal with has been the weather, the hot weather. And, you know, I know Indiana did not have a full week of pads in a typical practice. A couple of days they just went in their jersey pants and no shoulder pads. So hopefully that does not affect. It's beautiful down there here right now. There's a little breeze. It's cooler, not like the hot temperatures earlier today and earlier in the week. So the weather should not be a factor for tonight's game. Ringgold quarterback situation. We know that their starting quarterback got injured last week. Number 10, Amani Lowe. He was hobbling a little in pregame. It didn't look like he's at full strength, and if he can't go, talking to some of the people down here, Ringgold, they'll go with their senior running back, Dungy. Number 1 will be the quarterback if their starter can't go. So it's something to keep an eye on throughout the game.
All right, Doug, we appreciate it. The sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. So we got about 5 minutes to kickoff. So we're going to take our final break here on the Indiana Total Therapy pregame show, and we'll be back after this.
The Ford Summer Sales Event means 0%.
Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg. LutherFord.com.
I'm Senator Joe Pittman. From Indiana to Westmoreland and Jefferson to Armstrong counties, I'm dedicated to supporting every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support and encourage you to vote, whether by mail or in person, on Election Day.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest. Team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to
This way, above number 33, John Wyant, senior on the line. Number 78, Taquan Davis, sophomore, he's also on the line. And the other defensive end, number 44, Jacob Swalga, also a senior. Number 1, Elijah Thomas will be at linebacker. Number 85, Parker Bowersox, senior, also a linebacker. Number 56, Trent Buffalo, junior, also at linebacker. And number 8, Jacob Snyder, the other linebacker. The defensive backs will be number 4, Quinn Lipniscus, a senior, also playing quarterback. Number 2, Trayvon Joseph. Number 19, Rocco Cosentino. And number 24, Graham McFarland, also in the secondary.
And it's time for the Grand Beginnings kickoff. Get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center as Tim Birch, the left-footed kicker, tees it up and approaches the ball. And we're underway here at Andy Kosneski Field. And that ball is into the end zone for a touchback. Tim is 3 for 3 on kickoffs into the end zone this year, so that's a good start.
He has a strong leg back.
So we want to thank our friends at Grand Beginnings Children's Center. They are also donating $1 for every point scored in all the Renda games this year. Thank you, Grand Beginnings. So Indiana will line up. And Ringgold comes out. Ringgold's in all white uniforms with gold helmets. Indiana's with their red jerseys and black pants. And Dungy is the starter. He hands the ball off and quickly gobbled up by Indiana's front. Swalga was in there. Let's see, who else do we got in there? A host of Indians. Look like... Who's 50? Don McKenneth.
Yep.
So that brings up a 2nd and 12 back at the 18-yard line. Ringgold actually huddles. We don't see that too much anymore.
Indiana will tonight too, Pat. But you're right that you don't see that a lot in high school football anymore.
So Ringgold comes out and they have 4 receivers spread, a sidecar to the Dungy's left. He barks the signals, gets the direct snap. He looks back, he tucks it, and he's running. He gets outside the edge, pushed out of bounds, right near the stick. And it looks like he might be a yard short, but we're going to see. Nah, it's going to be a first down, I think, Jeff.
Yeah, Pat, that's real close. They're waiting over there on the sideline before they move the sticks.
So you can see the athleticism that Dungy has. They mark it about half a yard short. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 at the 29. Ringgold runs guys in and out. Yeah, Indiana lost contain on the edge there and allowed Dungy just to get outside.
That's where he's dangerous, Pat.
All right, so we got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. In the shotgun with a sidecar to his right. Dungy barks the signals. He takes a direct snap. He looks, throws it out into the flat. That's completed. Missed tackle. Cosentino makes the tackle. Dimitri Lowe on the tackle. On the reception. And that's going to be good for a Ringgold first down. So that takes the ball out right to the 45-yard line. Ringgold on their own 45, 1st and 10. It's a 0-0 score at the 10:45 mark here in the first quarter, Ringgold's first drive. Dungy in the like a pistol formation. He's got 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Number 5 is in motion, fakes the handoff. Dungy keeps it, but he's swallowed up right there. Parker Bowersox, John Wyant on the tackle.
Yeah, Pat, the line there did a great job of not allowing him anywhere to go. They really clogged up the middle and stopped him for no gain.
Yeah, that's a good job on first down for the Little Indians. Trent Buffalo also in on that tackle.
2nd and 10 for the Rams.
And Ringgold comes out here on 2nd and 10. They've got two receivers right to the left. In the pistol, Dungy sends a man in motion. Hands off up the middle, big hole. Out into the secondary, he makes a man miss. Out over the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. That's number 5, Matthew Bahana.
I think that was actually number 2 of the ball carrier, Pat. Christian Lowther had the carry.
Lowther. Bahana went in motion. I apologize. So that's a big run for Ringgold, and that puts the ball down at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10, knocking on that red zone. Again, they come out. Twins to each side. Dungy, man in motion. Hands the ball up. He keeps it. He runs, gets about 5 yards, maybe 6.
Dungy keeps the ball. Looks like a game 7.
Yeah, they'd like to fake that handoff motion just about every play, Pat, so it's kind of like hide and seek with the ball, whether Dungy's going to keep it or hand it off.
Yeah, they're going to end up giving him just about 7 yards. The ball's just touching the 19, and they are in the red zone. Ringgold comes out again. 2 to the right, to the left. Quarterback, Dungy's in the pistol. He's back looking to pass. Under pressure. Gets away from the first man, but not the second host of Tribe. John Wyant was there to clean up the mess. But that was a good job by Indiana. They brought pressure, and Dungy just couldn't get out, and they kept good job on contain.
Yeah, Pat, that time they brought Elijah Thomas on a blitz from the left side there, and he really had no time to go anywhere.
So that's going to move the ball back to the 27-yard line. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 12.
Again, big important that they keep the outside leverage containment here on this 3rd down play.
Yeah, you don't want to let Dungy get it out into space. Again, they line up. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Dungy barks the signals. Bahana in motion. Fake the handoff, and then they give it. Dungy keeps, gets nothing. Maybe a yard. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Decision time for the Ringgold Rams. 4th and about 11. Ball's on the 26. They got to go for this, I would imagine.
Yeah, their kicker was not very good in the pregame.
So if Indiana's going to try to get off the field here. 7:07 in the running clock in the first half. Ringgold is going right to left as you listen. Indiana's defending the goal by the scoreboard here at Andy Kosneski Field. Ringgold comes out, saying they're in a pistol. Number 2 is Christian Lowther behind him. Man in motion. Bootleg. Dungy finds a man open, good for the first down. Austin Pahowick, number 18.
It is. Tackled by Graham McFarland.
Yeah, that time Sawyer Dungy rolled out to the right to buy himself a little time and was able to find Pahosek for the first down.
Yeah, just got right to the sticks. Ball sits right at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Here in a fast first quarter, 6:30 now left to play in the first. Ringgold has the ball on the 15-yard line. Come out, same formation. Dungy's in the pistol. He's got Lowther behind him. 2 receivers each side. Man in motion. And there's the pitch. Oh, nothing doing. Great job by Indiana. That's number 8 on the tackle, and that is
Jacob Snyder.
Jacob Snyder. Good job. You can see it on the render replay. I think they're going to show it.
Snyder was almost there in time to take the handoff.
Yeah, I mean, they fooled nobody on that one. So that was Lowther on the pitch. That actually should be scored as a forward pass.
It technically was, Peg.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Dungy calls the shots. Bahana in motion. Fakes. Hands off up the middle. Lowther gets about 4 yards. That's going to bring up another 3rd down for Indiana. Jacob Swaga on the tackle there.
Yeah, the Indiana line so far is doing a good job of clogging that middle up, Pat.
Yeah, they really have done a nice job defending that run. Ball sits right at the 13-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 8. Now can Indiana get off the field here? Again, they had 4th down earlier in this drive, and the running clock at 0-0, 4:52 to go. First quarter, first drive of the game. Dundee has a sidecar to the right. I'm sorry, to the left. Bahana in motion. Pressure brought by the Indians. Man open. Intercepted by the Indians, and they're going to run it out. Here comes Trayvon Joseph. He's out over the 20 and tackled right at the 25-yard line. So they hung the ball up, Jeff, and Trayvon Joseph was able to get that ball and return it. So now Indiana gets a big turnover early in this game at the 4:29 mark. Let's see what Indiana can do on offense.
Yeah, Pat, that was great pressure again on Elijah Thomas coming off the corner to force that throw, and Trayvon Joseph made a fantastic leaping interception in the end zone.
So Ringgold comes away with nothing after a significant drive. Indiana gets the ball at the 4:29 mark for their first possession. Ball sits right at the 20, at their own 25-yard line. Indiana is moving left to right as we watch the game. Lipniskis hands off to Thomas. Thomas out over the 30, 35, first down, Indians. And that first down is brought to you by In First Bank, serving the community since 1922. Call In First Bank for your financial needs.
Yeah, Pat, the line got a great push that time over the right side there, and big hole for Elijah Thomas.
Yeah, that's what Indiana wants to see early here now, is try to establish that line of scrimmage. Indiana comes out. They have 2 receivers each way. Bowersock's in motion to give trips out to the left. Lipniskis, quick pass out to Cosentino. He's over the 35, over the 40, and he's brought down right at the 43-yard line. Good first down pitch and catch. Just threw a little bubble screen out to Rocco Cosentino.
Pat, one thing I noticed in watching Ringgold's game last week, they were very susceptible to the screen pass. Let's see if Indiana can take advantage of that tonight.
Ball sit on the 44-yard line on the moving clock, 3:35. In the first quarter, Indiana's got the ball for the first time. They come out, and they've got 2 receivers each side. Lipniskis has a sidecar, which is Elijah Thomas. Wyant in motion this time. And Lipniskis on a little option to Thomas. Thomas has the edge. He's out over the 50, and he is brought down right at the 48-yard line. He is into Ringgold Rams territory. And that tackle was made by Bahana and Dimitri Lowe.
Yep, had another nice run off the right side for Elijah Thomas. Indiana has found something that they like on this first drive.
Yeah, and if you're able to tune into Renda Digital TV, you can see all the action. Good replays and everything here tonight. Indiana's got the ball 1st and 10 right at the 50. They mark it. Lipniskis in the gun. He's back to pass. He looks, and he's going to be brought down.
Lipniskis is sacked by 0.
Keyshawn Goggins came in off the edge and was able to record the sack to bring up 2nd and 13 back to the 47.
Yeah, Goggins there got nice pressure coming to the left side, and Quinn tried to step up, but he unfortunately had nowhere to go. Couldn't get rid of the ball in time.
So Indiana brings in Trayvon Joseph. He brings the play into the huddle. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Indiana with the first drive of the game. They've got 2 receivers out. Cosentino in motion. Fake. Lipniskis up the middle. He's over the back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 50. So he picks up about 3. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10 right at the 50. Pahovic on the tackle.
Brings up a big 3rd down here, Pat.
Yeah, Indiana wants to possess this ball. Clock is under a minute 50, minute 35 to be exact. Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Lipniskis in the gun. Wyant in motion, going right to left. Trips to the left. Lipniskus looks to throw. Now he's going to pull it down. Picks up about a yard. Looked like they were trying to go back to that screen, Jeff, and it wasn't there, so Quinn pulled it down. Indiana's going to punt this football away.
Yeah, and initially it looked like Quinn was going to have a little more of a hole there once he decided to run with it, but unfortunately it got swallowed up pretty quickly.
So Indiana, after a 6-play drive, they're going to punt this ball away. Nelson comes in. Indiana runs some guys off late. Plenty of time on the play clock. And the snap. And the kick is off. And it's going to hit. And it's going to take a big Indiana bounce. And picked up right around the 10-yard line. Good punt by Tyler Nelson. So there's 20. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what that is. What do we have, Doug? Any indication?
We're talking, but I'm almost positive it was after the punt.
All right, and that sideline report is brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. And that's going to be a penalty on Ringgold. So that's going to back Ringgold up, I would imagine, half the distance. Put the ball at the 5-yard line. Hopefully they'll mark it off this week, Doug. and they are. They're going. Yeah, that was a penalty. So Indiana has great field position. They have Ringgold backed up in the shade of their goalposts. 27 seconds here in the first quarter. Ringgold comes out, same formation, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Dungy in the gun with a sidecar. Handoff up the middle. Lathers around the edge. Good job by Indiana to secure the edge and make the tackle. Short gain, maybe a gain of 1. Graham McFarland on that tackle.
They've been shaky with the handoffs. You know, their operation is not.
And that's going to, that's a good point, Doug. All right, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. No score, Indiana, no score, Ringgold. You're listening to an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD AM 1450 and 100.3 and Run to Digital TV.
We are honored to welcome to the field the IUP Fulbright International Teachers spending time in Indiana area.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I'm proud to serve the 62nd Legislative District. We take pride in our communities, and I'm proud to support our area teams and all our students, wishing them the best of luck this school year. As we approach this year's election, I encourage you to make your voice heard, whether by mail or on the polls at Election Day. I am grateful for your past support, proud of the progress we've made together, and even more excited about the future. The best is yet to come.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Sponsored by State Senator Joe Pittman. Proud to support all of our students in the 41st
These teachers locate our classrooms in the elementary and junior high and high school.
And we're back inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth. As we begin the second quarter, Ringgold is back up in their own end. It'll be 2nd down and 8 on about the 7-yard line. We want to thank Friends of Jim Struzzi for their sponsorship of the first quarter. And here we are in the second quarter, Friends of Joe Pittman. So let's see what Ringgold does here now. Dungy back. He rolls to his left. Quick short pass out to about the 10-yard line. Tackled immediately by Jacob Snyder. Bahana on the reception.
Yep, at that time again, Dungy rolled out, but Indiana's secondary did a great job covering that play, and there wasn't much of a gain there to have.
Yeah, so let's see if Indiana can get off the field. That's always an issue on third downs. You don't want to let Dungy out loose. They've done a nice job, too. Ringgold has thrown the football. Good concepts. All right, so they come out. Dungy has a sidecar to his right. That's Lowther. 2 receivers each way. Gets the signal. He rolls out to his left. And Indiana's got pressure. Wow.
Johnny Wyant there. Nowhere for Sawyer Dungy to go. That was fantastic coverage.
Great job by Indiana. They got great penetration there. That's going to be a loss of 5, bringing up a 4th and 10. Backed up on their own 5. So Indiana should get good field position. Trayvon Joseph's back to receive the punt. And let's see. Ringgold. Who's their punter?
Dungy's going to do the
Dungy's their punter, so you got to be alert. Snaps high, and he gets it away. End over end kick. It's going to roll out of bounds. Right around, yep, it stayed in bounds and checked up right at the 37-yard line. So let's take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to Indiana High School football on WDAD AM 1450.
Luxembourg Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have 10...
Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations. Right now at Luther Ford, drive off in a new F-Series truck, Ford Ranger, Ford Maverick, or the all-electric F-150 Lightning. Check out the Ford Bronco, Bronco Sport, Eco Sport, Escape, Explorer, Expedition, Edge, and Mustang Mach-E. And always look at the exciting Ford Mustang. Luther Ford, one trusted name, 2 great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg. LutherFord.com.
Students in the 41st district.
And on the first down play, Lipniskus gets sacked all the way back to the 48-yard line. So that's a significant loss for the Little Indians. That's going to make it a 2nd and 16. All the way back on the Ringgold 43.
Yeah, Pat, and Quinn didn't have much of a chance at all there. They get pressure almost right at the snap.
Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers. Actually, they got tight ends lined up now. Lipniskus in the gun. Hands off. There's Elijah Thomas running towards his own bench. He's got over the 30. Nice run by Elijah Thomas. Really nice run around the end.
I tell you what, Pat, Rocco Cosentino had a great block out there at wide receiver to set that up. That was a fantastic block by Rocco.
13-yard gain for Rocco, and brings up a 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 3 here, Jeff.
Jacob Swalwell went off the field hobbling a little, but he's being checked along the sideline.
Okay, thank you. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management, as well as Blairsville Floor Covering. Call Doug Steve for all your financial needs at Crimson Wealth Management. Lipniskus puts Cosentino in motion. They fake the handoff. He goes up the middle. He's out over to the 25, 26-yard line. That's going to be good for an in-First Bank first down. In First Bank since 1922, serving the financial needs of the Indiana community. 1st and 10 for the Indians now, and they are knocking on the door to the red zone, Jeff. Lipniskus has a sidecar to his right. Handoff up the middle to Thomas. Thomas breaks one. Ooh! Gain of 4.
Well, he was real close to, he just got tripped up there, Pat. Otherwise, he's going to go for a much bigger gain there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get out of Prohersik's grasp, but he was able to get 4, so that brings up a 2nd and 6. Ball sits at the 21-yard line. We've got 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the second quarter of tonight's game. Lipniskus has a sidecar to his right. That is Thomas. Cosentino in motion. Hands it off. Fakes the handoff. Quinn keeps it. He is out to about the 23-yard line.
Okay, that time Quinn did a very good job of following his blocker off the right side there and got a nice pickup.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that takes it down to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Pat Snyder said the 18, so we'll go with that. It's going to be another 3rd down and 3. And Indiana, I've got to imagine, is in 4-down territory here.
Well, you're also in Tim Birch's field goal.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. Tim Birch, he's a weapon. Let's see here. Indiana comes out. They break the huddle. 2 receivers each side. Lipniscus in the gun. He's got Thomas. Cosentino in motion. Goes all the way across the field. Resets. Lipniscus fakes the option. He keeps it. He's got a 1st down. That's another in first bank 1st down for Quinn Lipniscus.
Yeah, Pat, just like on the first drive, Indiana's finding success going on the right side of the line there.
It's going to put the ball down to the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Indiana can still pick up a 1st down. They're going to mark it on the 13, so they can pick up a 1st down at the 3. 6:46 in the second quarter. The second quarter is brought to you by the Friends of Joe Pittman. Lipniscus hands it off up the middle, nothing doing. Actually, he kept it. He faked me on that handoff there, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a nice fake. Unfortunately, if he had handed off to Elijah, he wasn't going to get anything, and Quinn got sacked in the backfield, so there was good penetration by Ringgold there on that play.
Yeah, so that knocks Indiana back to about the 17-yard line, so that's going to be a 2nd and 14.
That's the first time in this game that I think that Indiana's offensive line got manhandled on that play.
Well, you know, in these tight quarters too, they can pack the box a little bit. Let's see if Indiana has an answer. They switch Thomas, and we're going to get a timeout, I think. Indiana's not lined up right, and we'll take one with you. This is a Luxembourg's timeout. You're listening to Indiana football on WDAD 1450, Renda Digital TV, and we'll be back after this.
Are you or a loved
Give me
one
2, Garrett.
a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison and Moorhead Place.
Making engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
2nd and 14. Quinn looks to pass, and it's incomplete. Try to get a screen pass out to Elijah Thomas, and nothing going.
Yeah, it's a shame, Pat, because Elijah had some room in front of him. The pass was just thrown a little bit behind him. He had to reach back and try and grab it, and couldn't come in with it.
And throughout the game, we're going to have our first Commonwealth Bank quick stats. We want to thank Zeke Thomas. He'll provide those to us as we move along. But thank you to First Commonwealth. Big 3rd down here for the Little Indians. Lipniscus in the gun. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Lipniscus looks to keep. Nothing doing up the middle. And here comes Tim Birch. It's going to be 4th down. Ball's on the 16. So gain of 1.
We're looking at a 34-yard field goal.
34-yard field goal. He's kicking it. He's a left-footed kicker, and he's kicking from the right hash going towards the scoreboard. Snap is good. Lipniscus with the hold. Kick is up. No good. I'm not sure where it missed. Doug, could you see?
No, I was watching. Birch got ran over a little bit. It was probably because his own player blocked him into the kicker. So I did not see which way it went.
So at the 5:04 mark here in the second quarter, your score remains Indiana 0, Ringgold 0. Ringgold's going to get the ball here now. And that ball goes back to the 20-yard line, correct, Doug? Because it did go through the end
back
zone.
To the 20. Yep.
So 5:04. It'll be 1st and 10 on their Ringgold's 20. Ringgold's now moving left to right, away from the scoreboard. They come out with trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Dungy in the gun. He looks, and they look to set up the slip screen. Ball's right, intended for Dimitri Lowe. Ball hit right off his pads, through his hand, and bounced up Indiana. Ringgold got very fortunate there that Indiana didn't pick that ball off.
Yeah, Pat, you're right. It bounced right off his shoulder pads and popped up in the air. Unfortunately, no Indiana player was close enough to pull that in for another interception. But you see Ringgold use that trips to the side many times, Pat. You're going to see a formation a lot tonight from them.
All right, so here comes Ringgold. They've got two to the right, two to the left. They've got Dungy in the pistol, Lowther behind him. Bahana in motion, low snap, hands it off. Nope, keeps. Dungy around the left side. He's got running room. He's out over the 40. And he's still going, and he's tripped up right at the 50-yard line. Zaire Dungy, big run for Ringgold.
I tell you what, if you watch the replay, right where they went down, there was a pretty good block in the back given by Ringgold on an Indian.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, they missed that one. They missed that one. Number 90 with a big-time block in the back. So Ringgold's now in Indiana territory. 4 minutes and 32 seconds on a moving clock here in the second quarter. The second quarter is presented by friends of Joe Pittman. 32-yard run for Dungy. Two receivers right, two receivers left. Dungy with a sidecar to his left. Calls the snap. Bahana in motion, deep motion. Ball's rolled back. Dungy's going to be gobbled up. Nowhere to go. That play was doomed from the beginning. It was a bad snap. It rolled back to the quarterback, and that threw the timing off John Wyant on the tackle, as you can see on the Render digital replay.
And Darius Webb was in there too, Pat.
So 2nd and 14 now, back on the Ringgold 48. 3:45 on a moving clock here in the second quarter. Ringgold breaks the huddle. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're going to come out with trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Dungy's in the gun. He's got Lowther as a sidecar. And we got a whistle. False start on Ringgold.
We have a penalty on Ringgold. Offside.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and 19. That'll take them back to their own 43-yard line. Zeke, is that our first penalty of the night? Second penalty? All right. That's a first Commonwealth Bank quick stat. Thank you to First Commonwealth for their support of high school athletics.
You know, Pat, I'm down here looking at number 50, and I'm like, wait, the program's wrong. That's Don McKenneth he came off there looking at around his rib areas here along the bench.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We got three receivers in a bunch. Dungy calls it, looks back. He's looking to go man on man down the side, and he's got a man. And that's going to be caught. And that's going to be trouble for the Indians. Touchdown, Ringgold. That's going to be a 47-yard touchdown. Dungy just went back, saw man-to-man coverage, got it to Dimitri Lowe, and Indiana was not able to make the tackle. Trayvon Joseph just wasn't able to make the play on man-to-man coverage.
Yeah, Pat, Trayvon had pretty good coverage, but I think he lost track where the ball was in the air. By the time he located it, he wasn't able to catch up and make the tackle.
All right, so they're on the kick. Ringgold's late running a guy on. Looks like 36, William Cameron. The snap is up, the kick is down. And that kick is good. So at the 2-minute 48-second mark, Ringgold takes a 7-0 lead here at Andy Kosneski Field. You're listening to Indiana High School football on WDAD 1450 AM, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. We'll be back after this.
IRMC stands for by State Senator Joe Pittman, proud to support all of our students in the 41st District. Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
And that kickoff is taken by Graham McFarland. Graham picks it up, takes it back to about the 37-yard line, giving Indiana a 1st and 10. They've got 2 minutes and 41 seconds. They have 2 timeouts.
Yeah, Pat, let's see if Indiana can answer that score now here before the half.
Indiana comes out. Man in motion is Bowersox. Lipniskus in the gun. He's back. He gets a quick pass out. Complete. Good gain out to about the 42-yard line is Rocco Cosentino.
Yep, Rocco caught that one. Nice play on first down.
Yeah, that's what Indiana wants to do. They want to make positive downs. The clock is running, 2:19. They've got 2 timeouts. 2nd and 5. Ball's resting on their own 42-yard line. Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers each side. Thomas in the backfield, man in motion. Hand off to Rocco. Rocco's around the end and nothing doing. Gets brought down. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards to bring up 3rd down and we'll say 9. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 here. Clock is under 2 minutes. It's at 1:41. A little bit surprised Ringgold doesn't use a timeout.
I think Ringgold's just happy to have a lead right now, and they're going to try to get in the locker room with it.
All right, Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers each side. Lipniskus back to pass. He pulls it down, runs, nothing doing. He gets to the 40-yard line. That's going to be all. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 6.
Initially, he looked like he had some more room there, Pat, but the end closed down real quick, and he didn't get much of a gain at all.
And Indiana's going to be forced to punt this ball away with 1:04 and rolling. If Indiana's smart, they roll this clock all the way down. They've got 25 seconds on the play clock. And now Ringgold's going to take their timeout as we discussed. And we'll take one with them. This timeout's brought to you by Luxembourg's Jewelers. You're listening to Indiana High Football on WDAD 1450 AM, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Dad, I'm broke.
Give me 2, Garrett.
Don't you have cash saved from babysitting? No, I spent.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher.
Dish or spread it across warm, fresh bread. Real butter is your kitchen's best friend. Stock up today.
This quarter, made possible by State Senator Joe Pittman. Proud to support all of our students in the 41st District. Paid for by Friends of Joe Pittman.
So on 4th down, Tyler Nelson punts the ball. It is downed at the 21-yard line by Danny Trevorrow. And that's where Ringgold's going to take over with 48 seconds. They'll be 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line. They have 2 timeouts. And the score
I'll get a quick comment with Coach Wright here at halftime.
Sounds good. Thank you, Doug. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. Dungy looks. And he's going deep again. He's got a man wide open, and he missed him. Clock sits at 42 seconds. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the 21-yard line. The second quarter is brought to you by the Friends of Joe Pittman. And as always, we are in the S&T Bank broadcast booth here at Andy Kuzneski Field. A beautiful night for football. Three receivers stacked up out here on the left. Dungy calls the snap. He looks right. He chucks it. And that should be intercepted. Oh, deflected.
But that was great pass defense by Quinn Lipniscus there, Pat.
Quinn Lipniscus was there. The ball hung up. Would like to see him get that pick, but he batted the ball down. Brings up 3rd and 10. They were going for low. So now you wonder if you're Ringgold, do you just want to run this clock out and get in the locker room up 7-0? And then if you're Coach Wright, do you use a timeout here if you get a stop on 3rd down?
Try and make them punt.
Make them punt it. I wouldn't. The snap was a little shaky last time.
A high snap.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dungy makes the snap. He's looking to run. There comes Snyder. Snyder missed. And good tackle brought down out of bounds by Bowersox. That does Indiana a favor. It stops the clock.
It really does, Pat. Him going out of bounds saves them getting a timeout, and they're going to get the punt.
So, yeah, Ringgold's going to have to punt. You want him to stay in bounds there. That's why you call a run. It's going to be 4th and 4. No. Their punter's their quarterback.
He's running on here.
He's their quarterback, so he didn't leave. So the ball sits on the 27-yard line. 31 seconds ago in this second quarter. Dungy's Cosentino drops back. Dungy, they're going to fake it. He's got nothing but running room. He's going to pick up this 1st down very easily. And then
told you they were going to go for it.
Well, I guess you were right, Doug.
They did that in the game last week against South Allegheny, Pat, and that's what you have to watch out for when your punter is your quarterback.
Yeah, and he had nothing but running room. So 24 seconds to go. They have the ball now at the 36-yard line, their own 36. Lowther checks out of the game. Dungy comes back on. All right, they line it up. 1st and 10. 24 seconds to go. Dungy, bad snap. Handoff up the middle. He's tackled right away. Goggins on the carry. Looks like Bowersox got in there. And that clock's going to roll, and I would imagine that's going to be the last play of this first half. Yeah, then Ringgold's going to be thrilled to take it in. So your halftime score is Ringgold 7, Indiana 0. Coming up is the SCG Hobby halftime show. Let's go down to Doug Steve with Coach Wright.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Coach, first half, basically just one play in the passing game defensively that hurt Indiana. Other than that, pretty even game.
Yeah, we had some drives going. It was just one mental miscue here and there. We missed a signal into the didn't run the correct play on the one when we had a nice drive going, and that screwed us up. On the other drive, we had a kid that should have been in motion to set up us getting on the perimeter, and we didn't send him in motion either on that play. So, we can run the ball on them. We want to get back out here, get the ground game going again, and just clean up the mistakes. Another play we had on a sweep, we didn't get the hook on the defensive end. So it's just one little mistake here and there. It's what's causing our drives to stall out right now.
Okay, go get him in a second.
Thank you.
And Indiana will receive the ball to start the second half. We'll send it back upstairs.
Thanks, Doug. Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. All right, so your halftime score is 7. Ringgold leads 7-0. We'll be back with the SCG Hobby halftime show, and that begins now.
Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
Serving the community since 1953, Blairsville Floor Covering offers a wide variety of stunning floor options, from luxury vinyl plank and hardwood to indoor and outdoor carpet. Located at 26 West Market Street in Blairsville, they've set the gold standard in customer service for over 70 years. Stop by today or call 724-459-9350. Blairsville Floor Covering, where expert service and top-notch quality come together to transform your space. Blairsville Floor Covering. We've got it covered.
Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being a part of our community.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted Best Physical Therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
More choices and more savings at Walbeck Insurance. 479-9378. 479-9378.
This is Chief Justin Shaw with the Indiana Borough Police Department. Like your favorite team on the field, we're here for you before, during, and after the game. We take pride in being part of our community. From attending local events to engaging with students to caring for families, we're only a phone call away. Our team's mission is simple: your peace, safety, and comfort. The men and women of the Indiana Borough Police Department and our first responding partners are committed to serving and protecting you on and off the field. So as you cheer on your team, know that we've got your back. Stay safe, Indiana.
What's the most
or hidden fees? Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. Think First Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's time for the SCG Hobby Halftime Show.
And we're back with the SCG Halftime Hobby Halftime Show here from Andy Kizneski Field. Right now in the background, you can hear the Ringgold Rams marching band entertaining the crowd. Jeff, do you have some post-Commonwealth quick stats for us?
Yes, Pat, I do. So for Indiana in the first half, their leading rusher was Elijah Thomas with 4 rushes for 51 yards. Ringgold was led by Sawyer Dungy, their quarterback, who also likes to rush a lot. He's 12 rushes, 46 yards. He's 5 for 8 throwing the ball with 87 yards, a touchdown and an interception. So that's been the highlight of the offense for Ringgold, and Indiana's highlight has been Elijah Thomas for the offense.
Yeah, and Trayvon Joseph had the big interception in the end zone.
That was a big play for sure. Because that drive was a long drive, and they were knocking on the doorstep, getting close there, and that's when Indiana turned it around and they had their big long drive that unfortunately did not result in any points for them.
Yeah, so, the score is 7. Ringgold leads 7-0. As we talked about, Ringgold's trying to get their first win in 26 games. And Indiana's trying to get their first win of this season.
Yeah, and just looking at the first half, Pat, these are 2 evenly matched teams. Like, it's kind of the game we expected to see. It's either going to be a high-scoring game by both teams and close, or it's going to be a low-scoring close game. We knew it was going to be a close game, for sure.
Absolutely.
And so, Indiana, as Coach mentioned, they had a couple missed assignments on a couple plays that allowed Ringgold to score their touchdown. Also, their offense missed a couple guys in motion, as he said, missed a block on one play that didn't allow a longer run. And then, of course, Tim Birch missed his first field goal attempt of the year. He had plenty of leg, but he must have missed it left, best we can tell from our angle.
Yeah, and really the scoring drives, there was one drive, 3 plays, 80 yards at the 2:41 mark in the second quarter, 57-yard pass from Dungy to Dimitri Lowe. That's all the scoring we have tonight. Unfortunately, that's not good for the Grand Beginnings Children's Center donation to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. We'd like to see that scoreboard lit up a little bit.
Scoreboard lit up with more points for Indiana, for sure.
That's it. But as always, we want to thank Grand Beginnings for their sponsorship of all of our rented digital games. And get your children ready to shine at Grand Beginnings Children's Center. They will also sponsor the second half kickoff and all of Indiana's kickoffs throughout the season. So we're going to send it back to the studio for a few more commercial breaks to pay the bills, and we will get back to you shortly. You're listening to Indiana High School football on WDAD 1450 AM, 100.3 FM, and on rented digital TV.
The most popular 5-passenger SUV in central Pennsylvania? That's an easy one. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, of course. You see them everywhere. I mean everywhere. And why not? It's by far the greatest value on the market. With more standard features than most, great fuel economy, and the best warranty on the planet, buying a new Outlander Sport's an easy choice above all others. You gotta have one. Get your best Mitsubishi deal today at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this.
Wow! Quick, Ken, we're getting higher and higher!
Almost as high as the closing fees on those mortgages we sold last month.
And we keep getting higher!
I know! Our closing costs are making us a fortune right now!
They sure are, but I meant we are getting higher towards the moon!
Hey, and the best thing is our customers can't find us up here!
Tired of closing costs and hidden fees going to the moon? Are you fed up with online mortgage companies treating you like an astronaut who doesn't have problems with things going higher and higher? Refinancing or purchasing a new home? InFirst Bank is here for you. They've been the trusted local mortgage lender for over 100 years. They won't surprise you with increased closing costs or hidden fees. Only personalized service. They'll work with you every step of the way to get you into the home of your dreams. InFirst Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
InFirst Bank here for you since 1922.
Hi, this is Nate.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
It's football season, and before you know it, Mother Nature will say time to turn off the AC and crank up the furnace. Have you had your furnace checked lately? If not, call Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning in Indiana. They're this area's authorized Trane dealer. Anderson's can give your furnace a full checkup to make sure it's ready for fall and winter. Don't wait. The game clock is ticking down for cooler temps. Call Anderson's at 724-465-8923. Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. PA license 677.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
Gas, convenient, friendly service. Ready to take where convenience meets quality.
This is Pirates broadcaster Bob Walk here to talk about another professional team. Site Pro Services is your premier demolition and excavation experts in Indiana, PA. Excavating, paving, concrete work, and more. Check them out.
with more of the SCG Hobby Halftime Show. The fans are being entertained to the sounds of the Indiana Band. Little Frank Sinatra tonight. Fly Me to the Moon is part of their wonderful outer space program that they put on. They had Rocket Man and
heard Major Tom earlier.
Yeah, Major Tom. So they're doing a great job, and thanks to the Indiana Band and all the hard work that they put in to put on a beautiful halftime show. So, Jeff, what kind of adjustments does Indiana have to make here in the second half to grab the lead and hopefully get a victory?
Yeah, Pat, obviously they have to limit the big play. That's what really burned them in the first half, that one long completion. As we talked coming into the game, their quarterback's a very athletic guy. He can throw and he can run for it, and he's been dangerous doing both. He's their leading rusher in the first half, and also he has the long completion. On offense, they were running the ball well, Pat, and it seemed like the right side was where they're having the most success. Elijah Thomas had some good yardage gains in the first half, and that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to keep running the ball, keep it out of Ringgold's hands. They need to come out and score in this first drive of the second half for sure.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball, so they're going to have an opportunity to kind of get that running game back going. They kind of got slogged down a couple times where they had nice drives going and just couldn't finish. So Indiana, I agree with you, Jeff. They're going to need to finish here in the second half. And obviously not give up the big play.
Yeah, the big play, they can't do that because, as we said, these two teams are evenly matched, and it's going to be a turnover, which we saw in the first half also, which led to Indiana's long drive, and then the big play that the Ringgold completed, which led to their touchdown. So you limit those plays, it's going to be a grinded-out, slugfest, win in the trenches type second half, and whoever can do that and run the ball is probably going to win this game.
Yeah, and it's going to be exciting. It's what you want, a competitive game on a beautiful night here at Andy Kuzneski Field. Indiana's second of 3 for opening home games here at Kuzneski Field. So we'll be back with more of the SCG Hobby Halftime Show. You're listening to Indiana football on WDAD 1450 AM, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
Serving the community since 1953, Blairsville Floor Covering offers a wide variety of stunning floor options, from luxury vinyl plank and hardwood to indoor and outdoor carpet. Located at 26 West Market Street in Blairsville, they've set the gold standard in customer service for over 70 years. Stop by today or call 724-459-9350. Blairsville Floor Covering, where expert service and top-notch quality come together to transform your space. Blairsville Floor Covering. We've got it covered.
To be a champion, you need to have teamwork, great skills, good conditioning, and above all, you need to stay healthy. But if injury occurs, you need a team of specialists that can get you back in the game. Indiana Total Therapy has been helping area athletes for years. Indiana Total Therapy, with 3 locations, IRMC at Chestnut Ridge in Blairsville, Shelley Drive in Indiana, and at the Human Motion Institute on the campus of IRMC. ITT, the best in our field, and voted best physical therapy in the Best of Indiana County contest.
Explosive play, trying to get something positive going here to start this second half to kind of turn the tables a little bit on Ringgold if they're able to get Ringgold playing from behind. So I don't know if Doug's down there yet, if he's ready to go.
Yes, I got the batteries switched around there, but looking at the first half, Indiana only had 3 possessions. Punt, missed field goal, punt. Ringgold had 4 possessions, and the 4th one was at the end of the half there. So not a lot of opportunities offensively, but I agree with you guys are saying. I thought Elijah Thomas ran hard and well in the first series and a half, and they kind of went away from him. So I think that's one of the keys for me in the second half. Are they going to feed Elijah Thomas the ball, see if he can continue what he started early in the game?
Yeah, I agree, Doug. So there's about 2 minutes until the second half kickoff. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. You're listening to Indiana High School Football on WDAD AM 1450 and 100.3 FM and Renda Digital TV. Garrett, give me 2 here, and then give it back to me.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Looking for unbeatable savings on TV and internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $59.99 a month. Call SeaWorld Satellites today at 724-463-3200 and start saving. SeaWorld Satellites, your one-stop shop for TV and internet savings.
What's 6 for Ringgold?
William Cameron's going to do the kicking.
Cameron has been doing it. He's a sophomore, 6 foot, 142 pounds. William Cameron. And Quinlet Niskus. Who else do we have back there?
Elijah Thomas also ready to receive.
And here comes Cameron. He toes the ball, and it's a squib on the carpet. Right to Quinn. Quinn gets it about the 15. He's out over the 20, 25, out over the 30, over the 35. He's got running room. He's out to the 50, over the 45, and he gets run out of bounds into the Ringgold bench. And he is going to have good field position to start this second half.
Well, Pat, you asked for a big play to start the second half, and you got it.
Yes, sir.
Quinn fielded that ball at the 15-yard line and returned it well over midfield. They're going to spot the ball at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line. Good return. Indiana's in their own territory. They're in Ringgold territory. So Indiana comes out 1st and 10. They've got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Handoff up the middle. Stop right at the line of scrimmage is Elijah Thomas. Number 18 for Ringgold is on that tackle. That's Austin Prohowick. So that's going to give us 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, and Doug has to see Elijah running the ball, but unfortunately he did not find much of a hole there.
Now again, great penetration defensively by Ringgold.
All right, Indiana comes out. They've got a little different lineup here now. They've got more like a wing. Cosentino in motion, fakes the handoff. It's up the middle. Thomas gets about 4 yards. I guess I'll give him 2. So that's going to be a 3rd and 8 now on the 46.
Elijah Thomas on the carry for 2. Tackled by Minson.
Minson on the tackle. McFarland checks out. Joseph checks in. Indiana huddles. Plenty of time on the play clock. 10:39 here in the 3rd quarter. The 3rd quarter is brought to you by SeaWorld Satellites. Man in motion. Lipniskis back. Sets up the screen. Makes one man miss, and now over the 35-yard line inside the 35. Is that Elijah Thomas?
That is Johnny Wyatt.
Johnny Wyatt on the little slip screen you can see on the Renda digital replay here. But that's going to be good for an in-first bank first down. Indiana puts a man in motion, and just a little slip screen to John Wyatt makes a man miss. Good run after the catch. That'll give us 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line for Indiana. In First Bank, serving the community since 1922. Indiana comes out, man in motion. Fakes it. Lipniskis got running room. He's out over the 30 inside to the 28-yard line. Good first down run by Quinn.
That was a great fake by Quinn. The defense keyed on Rocco in motion, and Quinn gained about 8 yards on that
run. We're going to mark the ball right at the 37. 27, I'm sorry. 2nd and 4. Preston Kessler checks out of the game at receiver. McFarland in the game. We've got the big guys, Wyatt and Bowersox in the wings. Thomas right up the middle. Good cutback. Inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
There was a big hole right in the middle for Elijah Thomas there.
And that's an Indiana first down. All first downs for Indiana are sponsored by In First Bank, serving the financial needs of the community since 1922. 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 18-yard line. Indiana's got a drive going. 8:55. They trail 7-0. 2 receivers right with a wing is Wyant. Hand off to Thomas up the middle. He cuts back. He's inside the 10. Indiana's found something in the middle of that line.
Yeah, Pat, Elijah Thomas is just getting chunks of yardage about every play now. They need to keep that rolling. That play is working.
It's going to be 2nd and a long 1. Ball is going to sit right at the 9. Indiana comes out. They've got their big formation in there. They've got Wyant as a wing. 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Thomas up the middle. Big hole inside to the 5-yard line. That's going to be another In First Bank first down. So now it'll be 1st and goal, Jeff. They're setting the ball at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the Indiana 6. Indiana's looking to answer Ringgold at 8 minutes and rolling. 7-0. Ringgold leads here at Kosneski Field. And we're going to have a whistle. Timeout.
Timeout by Ringgold.
That'll be their first timeout. Let's take a Luxembourg's Bank timeout. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Indiana High Football on WBAD AM 1450, FM 100.3, and Renda Digital TV.
It's one insurance agency apart from another, building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Huntin' Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
All right, we're back here at Kosneski Field. Indiana is driving. 7:55 to go in the third quarter. Indiana has the ball. 1st and goal on the 6-yard line. The third quarter is sponsored by SeaWorld Satellites. Lipniskus in the gun. Hands off up the middle to Thomas. Oh, they got this one. Sniffed that one out. They brought pressure in the middle. Indiana wasn't able to handle it.
The number 50, Keenan Anderson, kind of blew that play up.
Keenan Anderson. Ball still sits at the 6. Yeah, they've gone up the middle a couple times. Maybe you work something on the outside. Maybe you look to put the ball in the air, get something on a screen or something.
I'd bring Rocco in motion here, sort of have the defense focus on something besides Quinn in the backfield.
Quinn rolls out. He's got running room. He's gonna be in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Quinn Lipniskus on the 6-yard rollout keeper. Indiana pulls within 1 at the 7:16 mark. Indiana's down 7-6. Tim Birch on for the extra point.
And Pat, that play is exactly what you asked him to do. Quinn had the option. He rolled out. He had Johnny Wine open for a screen if he wanted to, but Quinn tucked the ball and ran it and dove across the goal line for Indiana's first score of the night.
Snaps down, Lipniskus hold. Kick is up, and it's good. We have a tied ball game. You're listening to Indiana High Football. At the 7:16 mark, it's tied. Indiana 7, Ringgold 7. You're listening to Indiana High Football. WDAD AM 1450, 100.3, and Render Digital TV. Give me one here, Garrett, just one.
Wheelchairs for Warriors is revved up for an adventurous motorcycle benefit ride hosted by Betty Lou's 2 Backside Bar and Grill. Join the cause for an exhilarating day of riding, delicious food and refreshing beverages, awesome music, and a vibrant community spirit. The ride starts and ends at Betty Lou's 2 just outside of Clymer on Highway 286 East. All street legal vehicles are welcome. Join the ride and make a difference for our injured veterans and first responders. See you on the road. Check out Betty Lou's 2 Facebook page for the details.
Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory.
And all of a sudden, we're back here at Andy Kosneski Field. The game is 7-7. The band is playing Cherokee. The crowd's getting into it. Tim Birch lines it up. Left-footed boot. And it's a line drive, and that's going to go in and out of the end zone. That's touchback number 4 on the season for Tim Birch.
Tim is batting 1,000, Pat.
That's it. Tim's doing his job. Indiana ties this game up at 7-16. Let's go down to Doug. Doug, what do you have down there?
Just what everyone talked about. A good dosage of Elijah Thomas. He got some power runs. Indiana was able to get a few first downs, and Lipniskus was able to cap it off with his touchdown run and got the crowd into it. Back upstairs.
Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. All season long. Ringgold comes out now with their first possession of the second half. They've got 2 receivers each way. Dungy in the pistol. Bahana fakes. Dungy. Nothing doing. A lot of, as we call it, Jeff, eye candy. A lot of hand fakes, a lot of things like that. Dungy had nowhere to go. Loss of 1.
Yeah, they run sort of, I'm sorry, Pat, they run sort of that triple option look. It's not technically an option, but the quarterback has 2 different reads, and he can either hand the ball or pull it off depending on what the defense does. Indiana's line shut that play down fantastically on that last play.
Yeah, now, if you're Ringgold, you're going to look to try to get the ball out to number 6, Dimitri Lowe. Maybe try to come back with that trips bunch formation. Go backside, one-on-one, get the matchup you want.
And we're going to see trips right here, Pat.
Yep. Here we go. Trips bunch. Quinn Lipniskus is out on an island on front of the Ringgold bench. Dungy rolls, throws, wide open at the 30. 35, steps out of bounds. Prohovic on the catch, takes the ball out to the 37-yard line.
You have to credit the offensive line on that play because they stayed at home. You know, a lot of times those offensive linemen like to work their way downfield, which they can't do on that pass play.
Yeah, because it was a slow developing play. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. We have a tied game, 7-7 at the 6:19 mark. Clock is stopped. Prohovic went out of bounds. So they're going to go trips into the short side of the field. Dungy's in the pistol. He calls out the snaps, hands the ball up the middle. That's Lowther. Good job by Indiana's front. Looks like McKenneth on the tackle, along with Johnny Wyatt.
Yep. Only a gain of 2 there.
And Webb. All right, so gain of 2. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Ball resting right at the 39. Ringgold is in their own territory. Clock is rolling. 5:50 to play now in the third quarter. And this third quarter is brought to you by SeaWorld Satellites. Ringgold comes up to the line. They got the trips bunch out in front of Indiana's bench to their left. To their right. Dungy back to pass. Quick pass out into the flat. Oh boy, here we go. Bahana makes a guy miss, and they got the ball all the way down into Indiana territory. Ball is going to, they said that was caught by Lowe.
Number 6, Dimitri Lowe caught that.
Okay. So that's going to be a Ringgold first down. Ball down to the 38. So now Ringgold's driving. Indiana's got to try to get some pressure on Dungy. Can't let him sit back there and make those throws. Now that was a quick throw. So let's see. They go trips again. Dungy fakes. He's wrapped up. And they bring him down. That's Graham McFarland. It looked like Dungy may try to get out of that, but Graham McFarland said, not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, Pat, that play was kind of disruptive from the start. The snap was high, and then the running back sort of took off, but Dungy went to hand it to him, and he wasn't there, so he was kind of hung out to dry, but great pressure by the Indiana defense.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 now. Ball sits on the Indiana 43. Dungy has a sidecar to his right. 2 receivers each way. He's back to pass. He looks. He slings it out to his bench. Makes one man miss. That's Lowe. But then second man cleans it up. Good job by Indiana's defense not to let Lowe get out. It's going to bring a 3rd down in about 8.
Ball's going to be on the 36, Pat.
Ball's on the 36. Okay, so it's a 7-yard pickup.
I think it's 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 here. Imagine Ringgold's in 4-down territory. Dungy back to pass. He looks. He gets flushed. He's got room. He throws it. Incomplete. He was trying to get that ball. Was that Bahana there? No, number 18, Prohovic.
Prohovic was the intended receiver.
Boy, sometimes these numbers are a little tough to see.
Of course, we're getting the glare off the windows in the press box too, Pat, which makes it a little bit harder to see.
Yep, so that's going to bring down a 4th and 8 on their own, on Indiana's 36. I imagine Ringgold's going to go for this. This is where Indiana's defense
They've been having success with the quick pass game, but watch her like a little stop and go here as well.
Yeah, that's the key. Indiana's got to get their hands up, disrupt it. Trips out to the right. Dungy with a sidecar. 1 man back. He looks to throw. He rolls. He's got time. He throws over the middle of the field, and it's caught. That's Bahana. Bahana gets it down to about the 24-yard line. That's going to be good for a Ringgold first down. So they convert another 4th down. McKenneth came back and made that tackle. So they'll have 1st and 10 on the 28. Ringgold's moving the ball. 3 minutes and 14 seconds in the third quarter. Ringgold is moving away from Indiana scoreboard. They're not in any hurry. 20 seconds on the play clock. They'll break the huddle. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right, low all the way up at the top. 2 receivers to the left. Sidecar. Dungy looks to roll. He rolls to the left. Gets out around the edge. He's got a little room. Stutter step. And he's brought down. It's going to be about a gain of 7.
John Wynette did a very good job in the end with contain there, Pat. He did not let him get outside of him. He gained a few yards, but he kept him from getting on downfield.
Yeah, they gave him 4 yards on that carry. Ball's on the 19, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Clock is rolling. 7-7 is your score. Ringgold comes out. They have 2 receivers to the right, to the left. Dungy with a sidecar. Bad snap, missed time. Dungy falls on it. Ball's loose.
Dungy was not ready for that snap at all, Pat. He wasn't even looking.
No, he wasn't, Jeff.
I think
looks
it
like
bounced
Ringgold
off his hand.
retained it.
Yeah, one of the linemen jumped back on it.
That's going to bring up a long 3rd down now. That's going to march it back. Looks like about 3rd and 12, so that's a 6-yard loss. Ball sits right at the 26, so that's actually a 7-yard loss. Should be a 3rd and 13. Yeah, that was miscommunication. What do you see, Doug?
I mean, that was slapped his hand once, and I think he wanted it on the center on one.
Yeah, Doug, you're cutting out a little bit on us. All right, Dungy rolls to the right. Good contain, and he's going to be brought down.
The ball's loose.
Ball's loose. Indiana's got it. Is that Jacob Snyder on the recovery? But that was forced, as you'll see on the replay. Great job by Indiana not letting Dungy get out. Let's see it here on the replay.
Looks like Bauer Sox may have gotten it.
Bauer Sox maybe got him. Let's see. Good job by Sawaga to force him inside. Wyatt's there and Sawaga. Jacob Sawaga is the one that disrupted that play. That could be a big play. So, 1:13 in the 3rd quarter. Indiana's 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 30. And wrapped up right away. Thomas looks like he lost a yard.
India tried to go back up the middle on that play, Pat, and there was nothing there that time.
You know, ever since Ringgold called that timeout last series, their head coach really came out and laid into the defensive line, and since then they've been stuffing that middle.
Well, let's see if Indiana has an answer now. They come out. They have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Thomas goes in motion. Quinn fires complete over the middle. That's Bauer Sox. Rolls for a 1st down. That's an in first bank. 1st down. I really like that play call there, Jeff. They put Thomas in motion and brought Bauer Sox underneath and hit him. Beautiful pass by Quinn. 1st down.
Yeah, Pat, as Ringgold can be susceptible to that pass over the middle.
Ball sits right at the Indiana 44. Two receivers right, 2 to the left. Option. Quinn keeps, nothing doing up the middle. That was like a little option counter where they fake it and then he tries to come back the other way. And Indiana's got a guy down.
I think we have a Ringgold and Indiana guy both down.
Ringgold's got a guy down. And that's the end of the quarter. So let's take a break and we'll come back. Your score is 7-7. Indiana and Ringgold are tied. You're listening to Indiana High School football on WDAD AM 1450, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.
The 4th summer sales event means
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hi, this is State Representative Jim Struzzi, and I'm proud to serve the 62nd Legislative District. We take pride in our communities, and I'm proud to support our area teams and all our students, wishing them the best of luck this school year. As we approach this year's election, I encourage you to make your voice heard, whether by mail or on the polls at Election Day. I am grateful for your past support, proud of the progress we've made together, and even more excited about the future. The best is yet to come.
12, beginning of the fourth quarter, they're on their own 44. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, Pat, Indiana needs to continue this drive, come down and score, and put pressure on Ringgold to finish this game. If Indiana chews up a bunch of clock here on this start of the fourth quarter, they're going to put some pressure on Ringgold, and maybe they start to doubt themselves. We're talking about the losing streak they're on. Indiana needs to finish this drive with a touchdown.
Absolutely. And the injured player for Indiana was Don McKinnon. We'll go down to Doug after this play and see if we can get some update there. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Lipniskas brings a man in motion. That's Rocco Cosentino. Quinn back to pass. He looks. He's got happy feet. He rolls out. He throws it. He's got a guy open. Oh, he missed him. Rocco Cosentino was wide open behind everybody, and Quinn just couldn't get it to him. Quinn would love to have that throwback. Doug, let's go downstairs. What do you have on the injury front?
Okay, it looked like Don McKinnon. I couldn't tell if it was a cramp or if it was a little twisted ankle, because they were working on his leg, but I believe it was more of a cramp than anything else, and I'll see if he comes back in. He looks like he's up standing around now.
Nah, he's sitting on the bench. Coach Allie Hunt, the athletic trainer, is working on something. So
it's his left ankle.
Okay. All right, so it's 3rd and 10. Indiana wants to keep this drive going now. 2 receivers each way. And Indiana's got to burn a timeout. The play clock ran out on Indiana. So let's take a quick timeout. Luxembourg's our timeout sponsor. It's almost Christmas time. Remember, Luxembourg's has layaway. Check them out at the Indiana Mall. We'll be back. You're listening to Indiana Football on WDAD, AM 1450, 100.3, and Renda Digital TV.
Sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hunt & Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hunt & Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an agency working in your best interest. And that's Hunt & Blues Insurance, 2 locations, Indiana and Johnstown.
The fourth quarter is driven by 5-star Mitsubishi of Altoona, a drive from Indiana or anywhere from the Heritage Conference will save you money.
And we're back, and right away Indiana jumps off sides. That's, they've been pretty good on not committing penalties tonight. That may have been only their first one, but that's going to back them up and make this a 3rd and 15 now, all the way back at their 41. And they have it at the 39. The math's not working, but my eyes don't deceive me. 2 receivers each way. Cosentino in motion. Oh, that's Wyatt in motion. My eyes do deceive me. Quinn looks to throw. He's got a man.
And they're going to get a penalty.
They're going to get a flag. They were trying to get that ball out down to Jacob Snyder, and he was being held. He was being held. That's a huge penalty.
It's going to give Indiana a first down, Pat.
It should, but let's see. They got to mark it off. It's going to be real close. It's not automatic in high school.
Yeah, and really, he didn't even have to hold him because it seemed like that ball was going to be way overthrown.
So let's see, Doug, do you have an angle there? First down. So that's an in first bank, first down. Huge play at the 11:48 mark of this fourth quarter, tie ball game. So that's going to move the ball out to the to the Ringgold 46-yard line. Lipniscus hands the ball up the middle. Thomas, he's getting ping pong. He's still on his feet. Pushes forward. He's out to the 40-yard line. That's about a 6-yard gain. That's a really good run on first down, as you can see on the Render Digital replay.
He kept his feet churning the whole time. He got hit 3 or 4 different times, but he was able to get an extra yardage on that.
And Indiana had to send a player off and send a guy in. Trayvon Joseph comes in. 2nd and 4. Clock is running, 11:26, 7-7 is our score here in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Quinn Lipniscus hands the ball to Thomas. He's out over the right side. He gets upended right at about the 37-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and long 1.
That's going to be 38, Pat.
They're setting it right at the 38. Indiana's trying to pick up another first down. Want to thank our friends at First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first for the First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. We'll get some as we go along here. Our statistician, Zeke Thomas. 3rd and 1, big 3rd down. Indiana's in 4-down territory, in my opinion here. They come out. They've got 2 receivers into the boundary. Cosentino, deep motion, handoff to Thomas up the middle. Big hole. He's out over the 30-yard line. That's an in first bank. First down. Indiana's putting a drive together here, Jeff, just like we talked about.
Yeah, Pat, that's exactly how they want to start this fourth quarter. Power running by Elijah Thomas is moving the ball right down the field.
So the ball's going to sit right at the 31. Indiana's rolling clock, 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Indiana's got, let's see, Graham McFarland's in the game. Jacob Snyder's in the game. Thomas is to Lipniscus' right. Cosentino in motion. Handoff, fakes it. Lipniscus up the middle. He's out over the 25-yard line.
That's that same play we saw earlier, Pat, where they'll fake that to Rocco coming across in motion. It kind of draws the defense attention, and Quinn took it right to the middle for a nice gain.
Yeah, that's a 6-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Ball sits right at the 25.
7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
All right, Indiana lines up. They've got 2 receivers. Handoff. Thomas gets just about to the 26. Not much more.
One thing right now you have to remember, you do have a field goal kicker. Tim Birch is probably within his range here, 42-yarder.
Yeah, you'd like him like a little closer, but you're right, Doug.
He's got the leg to kick that for sure.
No doubt about the leg. If you're Indiana, you want a touchdown here.
Absolutely.
You got to pick up this 3rd down. Tight end in the game. Cosentino in motion. Fakes the handoff. Lipniscus up the middle. He's got running room. He's out close to the 20. Bounces inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Big run by Quinn Lipniscus. He never stopped his feet, Jeff.
Yeah, he got out there. He bounced off a couple tackles. Trayvon Joseph's out in front of him with a nice block. Got Quinn down there for the first down.
You can see it on the replay. There's Quinn. Breaks a tackle, pushes Trayvon out of the way. Says, come on, I got to get going. Down to about the 17-yard line.
Whatever works. Whatever works.
It's a 9-yard gain for Indiana. Clock is running. 8:18. Indiana's in the red zone. Cosentino in motion. Handoff to Thomas up the middle. Oh, he got tripped up. If he gets by that first one, he's got something cooking.
Yeah, there was a hole there, Pat. You're right. He got him just by the ankle.
Anderson was able to make the tackle. There was about a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Ball sits at the 16. 7:52 and rolling. Your score is 7-7. See if they put it in the air here, Jeff. Lipniscus with the sidecar of Thomas to his right. Cosentino comes in motion, fakes it. Lipniscus. Yep. That one was sniffed out.
Yeah, that time Ringgold did a good job of shutting that down. They didn't fall for the fake handoff and were able to tackle Quinn for very little gain.
It's going to be 3rd and 9. Ball sitting right on about the 16, between the 16 and 17. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Lipniscus back to pass. He rolls to his left, gets outside the edge. He's got room to run, throws it. Holding.
There's a flag down.
There's a touchdown by Indiana, but it's coming back. Indiana's going to be called with a hold. You can see on the replay here. Good job by Quinn, but there was a hold behind him. Quinn gets flushed out. He rolls to his left. He sees it, makes a nice throw in the back of the end zone to Rocco Cosentino, but it's for naught. It's going to come back on a hold. And that's a killer, too, because that could take them out of field goal range.
That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot. We'll see what happens here.
You know, when they go from the line of scrimmage for the spot, so that kind of helped them because that holding is probably about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so that's going to move the ball to the 26-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 19. Boy, that's a killer penalty for the Indians.
3rd down and 18.
They just need to work on getting back into field goal range here, Pat. If they can't get this all, at least get a big chunk of it back.
All right, let's see now. Man in motion. Lipniscus back to pass. He's under pressure. He eludes one man, throws it out and over the head of Rocco Cosentino.
It's a great job of him throwing that away like that when he saw Rocco, because that still should keep him in field goal range.
Well, I see Tim Birch heading out in the field. Here comes
Tim
number
Birch
14.
is going to try it at the 6:45 mark. It's 4th down, 18. Ball sits at the 26. So let's see where they're going to mark this. This will be a 42-yard field goal attempt. Ball is down. Kick is up. It's a line drive. No good, just under the crossbar.
We have to have a penalty here, Pat. They ran right over Tim Birch on that play, and there was no flag down. I cannot believe they put a flag there.
They did that the last time on that field goal because I was watching it when Birch missed that one earlier and he got ran. They still did not call it again the second time.
All right, so that's going to be a turnover. Ringgold's going to get the ball with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Ringgold has 2 timeouts. Indiana has 2 timeouts. Boy, he had the leg. It just didn't get elevation.
Well, also, he was getting run into, Pat. I mean, he was lucky to complete the actual kick. Again, I'm very surprised. No flag there.
All right, so the ball goes back to the 20-yard line. Ringgold comes out. A little different look here for Ringgold. They're going under center. Dungy. They're going power football right now. Gain of about 4 yards. Christian Lowther. We haven't seen this all night.
That's a different look for sure.
This is the time a lot of these Indians, 4th quarter, the game on the line, see if they can keep their stamina up here for this big drive.
Our sideline reports are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management and Blairsville Floor Covering. We appreciate their help to bring you quality sideline reports, even though it is Doug Steve. All right, here we go. 2 tights, 3 men in the backfield. Dungy goes under center. He brings it back. He's rolling out to his right. He's looking to run. Gets around the edge and steps out of bounds. He's going to be a little bit short. That was just looked like a quarterback designed sprint draw, or not a draw, but more of a sweep.
Basically a sweep to the right, Pat. Yep.
It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Ball sits at the 26. Clock stopped because he got out of bounds. There's 5 minutes, 48 seconds to play.
This is where Indiana has to keep their assignments. Don't let a receiver get by him downfield.
Same formation. You got the 3 men in the backfield, quarterback under center. Handoff up the middle. Good job by Indiana. Nothing cooking. So now if you're Ringgold, you got to punt this football. But again, you got to be alert because Dungy is their punter. 4th and 5, ball sits at the 25-yard line. Be alert though because, as we've said, Dungy is their punter.
And last time with the punt, he just took off and ran on around the end and picked up the first down easily. So Indiana's they haven't sent a guy back yet to return this punt because
Indiana's running guys on and off here. They better hurry.
Indiana's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, and you hate to see that. That's their second timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Indiana High School football on AM 1450 WDAD and 100.3 and Renda Digital TV.
Are you or a loved one seeking a vibrant and supportive community to call home? Look no further than the Addison of Moorhead Place, located in Indiana. The Addison of Moorhead Place offers more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive. With their commitment to exceptional care and enriched living experiences, they invite you to discover the joys of retirement in a community that feels like family. Schedule a tour today and discover why the Addison of Moorhead Place Senior Living is more than just a place to live. It's a place to thrive.
This is driven by the 5-star Mitsubishi of Altoona, a drive from Indiana or anything from the Heritage Conference made in Indiana.
And we're back inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Your score, Indiana 7, Ringgold 7. 5 minutes and 3 seconds here in the fourth quarter. And Ringgold lines up. They've got 2 receivers out on each side. Dungy's their quarterback. He's back to pass. He looks, and he gets hit. And he bounces off. Oh, no, he's got running room. It's going to be really close. Where are they spotting this ball?
He should be short from where it looks like the referee is before the 30-yard line, and they started on the 20.
Ringgold said, we want to win this football game. And they left it out on the field. They gave him the first down. Oh, my. Oh, my. Big play. Ringgold said, we're going to go win this game. And they just got the first down. Clock is rolling. 4:53. No, clock is stopped because he got out of bounds. Ball sits right at the 30-yard line. Ringgold comes out, Dungy in the gun, sidecars Lowther, 2 receivers each way. Indiana jumped. They went hard count, Indiana got caught. They'll give them 1st and 5 out to the 35-yard line. Now, see, that's what happens too, guys. You start getting tired, you're worn down a little bit, start making some penalties.
Doc, going back to that 4th down play, I guess if you've lost 26 straight games and you're tied in the 4th quarter, you want to keep the ball as long as you can.
Yeah, what do you got to lose?
The 27th game.
Right. All right, they come out, 2 receivers each way. Dungy in the gun, in the pistol. Lowther behind him. He hands off to Lowther. Gets a good push. Gain of 2. That's going to bring up, they gave him a little more than that. They gave him 3. It's going to be 2nd and 2 now. Ball sits right at the 38-yard line. Clock is rolling. Indiana's down to 1 timeout. Ringgold has 2. Going back to that play, they had Dungy wrapped up.
Yeah, they did.
And he just rolled out of it, made a great play. 2 receivers each way, Dungy. Calls for the snap, hands the ball up the middle. He keeps it.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
Dungy fumbled. Indiana
has it. Okay, is that going to be what it takes now? That's a 2nd turnover, or 3rd turnover. It's either the 2nd or 3rd turnover. We'll check that.
Rebounded by Tyler
We do have an injured player down.
Tyler Nelson with the recovery. There is an injury. So let's take a quick Luxembourg's timeout. Luxembourg's timeout. You're listening to Indiana football. Your score 7-7, 4 minutes to go. You're listening to WDAD 1450 AM, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV.
To experience luxury with your next vehicle? Then look no further than Luther Lincoln. From the full-size Lincoln Navigator to the mid-size Lincoln Aviator or the Lincoln Nautilus and Corsair crossovers, Luther has the Lincoln you want. With complimentary pickup and delivery for service or being able to schedule your service appointments online, Luther Lincoln wants to make your experience a pleasant one. Luther Lincoln, your choice for Lincoln. Route 119, Homer City. Click on lutherlincoln.net.
Fourth quarter is driven by 5-star Mitsubishi of Altoona, a drive from Indiana or anywhere from the Heritage Conference in Save You money.
And we're back here at Andy Kosneski Field in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Indiana has the ball, 1st and 10. Ball is on the 42-yard line. Lipniskis sends Cosentino in motion. He keeps it. He's out over the 40. That's a good first yard gain of 3. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8, ball will sit on the 40. It's a running clock, 3 minutes, 48 seconds. It's tied game, 7-7. If you're Indiana, you want to get this ball into the end zone.
With no time left on the clock, that would be ideal.
That would be ideal. All right, Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers each side. Lipniskis in the gun. Elijah Thomas goes in motion. And they look. And they, overshot Bower Sox. They try to go back, same play they hit earlier.
For the big game.
Yeah, the Bower Sox, where they put Thomas in motion, come back to Bower Sox, and Quinn just overshot him. So that brings up 3rd and 8. Ball sits on the 40. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. 3rd down and 8. Well, Jeff, you couldn't ask for much more of a game.
Close game, Pat. 7-7. 3 minutes left.
Competitive.
Indiana needs to pick up this first down here, Pat. We don't want to have to see coming to 4th down.
4 down territory. Lipniskis, bad snap. It's on the carpet.
At least he recovered it. Quinn has it back.
Quinn has it back, but it's going to make a 4th down and long. They're going to punt this ball away, Jeff.
Wow.
3 minutes and 10 seconds. Ball's going to sit right at the 46. So that's a 6-yard loss.
You're going to put it in the hands of your defense here, Pat.
4th and 14. Inopportune miscues tonight. Snap is good. Kick is away. And it's going to hit and check and take a Ringgold roll and go out of bounds. Oh, not a very good punt. Goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line, so that's only about a 16-yard punt. 17-yard punt. Ringgold has it. They have 2 timeouts. Indiana has 1. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left to play here at Andy Kosneski Field.
Let's see if they come back. Ringgold comes back with any of those pass plays that they were able to get guys open in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that's what you're going to see now. They're going to look to try to get the ball to Dimitri Lowe. Try to go, I would imagine, bunch and then put Lowe on an island. They're not going to do that. They're going to go twins. They have Lowe down here in front of the Indiana bench. Lipniskis is on him. Dungy back to pass. Swing pass out to Lowther. Indiana wrapped it up pretty quick. Maybe a gain of about a yard. Goggins on the catch. They're going to give him 2. Puts it out to the 31. Clock continues to roll. 2:15. Indiana cannot afford to give up a big play in this situation with 2 minutes to go. All right, let's see. 2 receivers each side. Dungy rolls to his right. Stutter steps. Zigging, zagging. He's still on his feet. Wow, he made something out of nothing there.
Beautiful run by Dungy.
Let's see if Ringgold goes into more of a hurry up. They really don't seem to be in an urgency here.
It's going to be 3rd and 1. I think if they pick up this first down, you'll see that. But they're not in any hurry with 1:31 rolling. They're sitting in the huddle, 20 seconds left on the play clock.
Could they try this hard count again?
Hard counter, they might try to go backside. They got the bunch to the field, one receiver out wide. Dungy rolls, he throws it out towards Indiana's side. Lowe makes a great catch right in front of the Indiana bench. Ball down to the 47-yard line. With Niskis on the tackle. And do we have a clock still rolling? I'm going to stop really for the first down, but it's still rolling, under 1 minute. They've got trips into the Indiana short side. One receiver out. Dungy looks. He looks and heaves it up. Indiana's got guys there. It's caught by Ringgold. Dimitri Lowe. Oh, man. Indiana had receivers right there, and Ringgold's going to use a timeout.
Well, Indiana couldn't have had much better coverage there, Pat. That was fantastic. They had 2 guys there, and he just went up and snatched it out of the air.
Let's take a quick Luxembourg timeout. 40 seconds left to go. Tie score 7-7. You're listening to Indiana High School Football on AM 1450, 100.3, and Renda Digital TV.
To experience luxury with your next vehicle? Then look no further than Luther Lincoln. From the full-size Lincoln Navigator to the mid-size Lincoln Aviator or the Lincoln Nautilus and Corsair crossovers, Luther has the Lincoln you want. With complimentary pickup and delivery for service or being able to schedule your service appointments online, Luther Lincoln wants to make your experience a pleasant one. Luther Lincoln, your choice for Lincoln. Route 119, Homer City. Click on lutherlincoln.net.
At Grand Beginning.
The fourth quarter is driven by 5-star Mitsubishi of Altoona. A drive from Indiana or anywhere from the Heritage Conference.
And we're back. Ringgold has the ball on the 19-yard line. 40 seconds to go. Dungy back to pass. He looks. He gets flushed out to his right. He's looking. Ball's thrown up. Intercepted by Indiana.
Here comes Quinn out of the end zone.
With Niskis, he brings it out to his side. He's tackled right at the 20-yard line. Quinn Lipniskis with the big interception. 25 seconds left to go. Indiana's defense answers the call again, Jeff.
Fantastic play by Quinn. And he was thinking, we got to get a return out of this, too. And he got back to the 20-yard line. Indiana doesn't have much time, but they give him a chance anyhow.
So there's 25 seconds. Indiana has 1 timeout. You don't want to make any mistakes here.
This is where maybe you try a handoff and see if you can get some yardage and call a timeout or do something after that.
Yeah, try to pop something now. They're going to get victory here. Play for overtime. Johnny Wyant's back in the victory position. Quinn's just going to kneel on this, and we're going to go to overtime. So let's take a quick break. Your score is 7-7, and we're going into overtime. We'll get set up for overtime after this break. You're listening to Indiana High School Football on 1450, 100.3 FM, and Renda Digital TV. Don't go anywhere.
Children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create, and I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Most times, if you win the toss, you want to go defense first. It'll be from the 10-yard line, so it's first and goal from the 10.
Yeah, okay. So, and the reason you want to go defense first is so that then your offense knows what they need. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, your defense will know what they need. 10-yard line, let's see what happens.
Yeah, this is one instance, Pat, where you don't want the ball first. You want to have your defense ideally make a stop, and then you know if you need to score a touchdown or if you can just kick a field goal. And Tim Birch from the 10-yard line should be automatic, although tonight we've seen a lot of trouble with the kick protection on him.
Yeah, up the middle there's been some protection issues, but now the captains come out. Let's go down to Doug. See if we can pick this up live.
I'm going to flip the coin. This is heads. This is tails. You're calling. Tails. He calls tails. It is.
Okay, Ringgold has won the toss again, and they will play defense. They want defense, so Indiana will decide what side of the field they want to go towards, and it'll be first and goal to start the overtime.
All right. And, that's Indiana. If they can put a touchdown up here, that puts pressure on Ringgold then.
This is where your power running game that we've seen from Elijah Thomas tonight, he should be able to take over, hopefully get a couple blocks.
Indiana's going to go away from their scoreboard, so they will go near the 5th Street end zone, as we would call it. And they'll be on offense. So
I think Indiana has the ball first. We're going to try and score.
Let's see here now. Indiana, what's Coach Wright have drawn up here? Both teams do get a possession. So they'll get 4 downs. And from the 10, both teams will get a chance.
And it's on the same end of the field.
Yes.
So we'll be down away from the scoreboard for the entirety of overtime.
Well, the first set of overtime, I think they can flip it if they want. But that's if it goes to the second overtime. So let's see.
Indiana with a first down play. Clock does not run.
First and goal on the 10.
We just have 4 plays.
Indiana comes out. They've got 2 receivers each way. Quinn Lipniscus is in the gun. Elijah Thomas to his right. Man in motion is Cosentino. Lipniscus keeps it. He's down, looks to be about the 6-yard line.
4 yards on the play.
So that'll bring up second and goal from the 6. Tackle made by Minson.
It's a good run up the middle there by Quinn.
Second and goal from the 6.
But they may just keep it in his hands, that way there's no opportunity for on a handoff.
That's correct. Let's see here now. Thomas lined up to his left. Lipniscus brings Cosentino in motion. Fakes it again. Lipniscus gets down inside the 5, down to about the 4. So we're going to have third and goal. Ball sits at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line, so third and goal on the 4.
Joseph goes in. McFarland comes out. Birch is getting loose on the side. 2 receivers each way. Elijah Thomas next to Lipniscus. Man in motion is McFarland. Lipniscus throws it out quick. That's going to be an Indiana touchdown. Rocco Cosentino from Quinlet Niskus. They just ran a little flare, quick screen. Put him in motion. Rocco just stands up, gets the ball, splits the defenders. Birch on to attempt the crucial extra point.
We'll see if they can protect him on this extra point attempt, Pat.
Kick is up, and that's good. Indiana takes the lead, 14-7. You're listening to Indiana High School football. We'll be back after this on WDAD 1450, 100.3 FM, and Rendo Digital TV.
Children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create, and I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
At IRS.
Pretty confident that if Ringgold scores on this, they're going to go for 2. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would imagine. I agree with you, Doug. That'll be 2nd and goal now on the 10-yard line. I think they got to throw the ball here, Doug. Try to get the ball out to Dimitri Lowe somehow.
Not throw the end zone for him.
You're breaking up on us, Doug. You need to come back to me a little bit.
Okay,
there you go.
If they throw it up in the end zone for even as a jump ball, he seems to be going up and getting them in front of the Indiana defenders.
Yeah. Can Indiana come up with another turnover? Dungy. Oh, they're moving.
It's going to be a false start.
Yep, that was false start on 0. That's Keyshawn Goggins. That'll be 2nd and goal now from the 15. And Ringgold is right in front of Indiana's Rowdy Rooter section, and they are really loud down there, Doug. It's neon night, and they're trying to cap a victory, help this Indiana defense along.
Hey, the 12th man, that's what you need in games like this.
That's it. All right, so Ringgold breaks the huddle. 2 receivers each side. Dungy takes a direct snap. He rolls to his left. He looks, throws it out. That's Lowe, and they gang tackle him. Indiana did a good job. They got it out to Lowe. It's going to be 3rd down now.
But they did get 9 yards on that.
Yeah, they got 9, so the ball sits on the 6.
Right on the 5.
Right on the 5. Definitely 2-down territory because they have to get in the end zone. 2 receivers each way. Dungy looks left. He cuts back. He makes a man miss. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Ringgold. Zaire Dungy. 5-yard touchdown run.
I think they're going to call timeout of the Ringgold.
Yep. Timeout Ringgold. So we'll keep it right here and see what Ringgold does. This is a big play. Can Indiana keep them out of the end zone on this 2-point play?
A game this close, Pat's going to come down to one final play here.
That's how it always usually does. Doug, they put this on the 3, correct?
Yes, it's on the 3-yard line just like they would normal point or 2-point conversion.
And as we've said, Ringgold's going, this 26 in a row they've lost. Why not go for 2?
Yeah. Ringgold actually has the option to go on if they want to put it on either hash as well.
Yeah, they can move it to whichever hash they want.
Indiana, I call timeout after.
Looks like they're going for two.
Dungy rolls.
He's going to be short. Indiana wins.
Unbelievable shoestring tackle.
Indiana secures a victory with a big tackle by Rocco Cosentino. Indiana gets the win, 14-13 here at Andy Kosneski Field. And what an exciting football game it was tonight. Both teams, great game. And hey, you got to tip your hat to Ringgold. They're saying we want to win this game.
Yeah, Pat, they want to break that losing streak, and I'm sure they're dejected to have fought Indiana the whole way into overtime and come up a yard short on the 2 in overtime. But
and the Indiana student section's on the field. They probably need to get off the field until after the handshake, but it's exciting for them too. Hey, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We got a whole action-packed First Commonwealth post-game show to bring you. Indiana wins 14-13. You're listening to Indiana High School football on WDAD, AM 1450, 100.3, and Renda Digital TV.
Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's a puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hey, here we have head coach Brad Wright, and coach, just an exciting atmosphere, exciting game in Indiana. They fight till the end and they die and they come away with the 14-13 overtime victory.
Yeah, we started out a little sluggish, as I mentioned in halftime. We just lack of execution. We were having a little bit of communication problems getting the play in. Played a second half. Hey, with a young football team, we got a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors on the field that were playing JV football last year to win a game in overtime and execute under pressure like that. I can't be more proud of this group of guys. We stuck with what we knew we could do in the second half. For overtime, we knew that with the quarterback running the football, they gave us an extra block at the point of attack, and they hadn't stopped the run really all night, so we just made sure that we potted it up in there. We were motioning, and they weren't adjusted to it. They weren't rotating coverage or anything, so we knew if we motioned over into trips, they weren't going to adjust to it, and we could throw the screen out there, which we had. So we went with what we knew we could do.
Not only did Rocco Costantino catch and get the overtime touchdown, he made that shoestring tackle on the 2-point conversion. A great job all around by your seniors.
Right, that's a senior for you. Just being in the right place, making plays whenever it matters. When the back's against the wall and it's crunch time, and you got to make a play to win the game. I'm not surprised Rocco did that. He just played in a state championship baseball game, and the guy's a pressure player.
It seemed like Elijah Thomas had some power running. He wanted to establish. It seemed like the power running game. Early on, then he went away from it a little bit in the second half. Elijah had some terrific runs.
Yeah, he's our best guy. We know he's a physical runner. He proved it last year in JVs. He ran the ball well. And we knew coming into the year he had a great offseason in the weight room. He's thick, he's powerful, he has a low center of gravity, great balance, and he can really run. He's fast. We clocked him at a 4.5 back in the spring, and we know he can scoot, and he runs hard, so he's going to get the ball.
Defensively, Jonathan White, there's playmakers on Ringgold line as a defensive end. It seemed like he did a pretty solid job, and he's a leader out there on defense.
Yeah, you talking about Johnny White? Yes, Johnny White. Yeah, absolutely. He's a seasoned veteran. He's a 3-year starter for us. He's been playing defensive end for 3 years. He's a Greater Allegheny All-Star in the past. We expect big things from him, and he does big things.
offensively, it seemed like you got the passing game going a little tonight. I mean, probably you want to do it more, but it seemed like you had it just enough to get the win.
Yeah, we converted a big one. Again, motioning out of the backfield with their lack of adjustments. We knew the defender, the outside linebacker, was going to jump the flat, and we could get curls and digs in behind him. And we converted one with Parker Bowersox for a big first down earlier in the game. We went back to it right before the half ran out at the end of the game, and Parker was wide open again. Quinn just overthrew him. So again, we knew what we take from them. We didn't in that one particular play.
Also, just the leadership of Quinn Ledmiskus offensively. He doesn't bat an eye. He has that coolness to him, and it showed in overtime.
Well, that's why I went with him with the ball, his hands in overtime the last few seconds. He made the big interception right at the end of the half to keep us alive to go to overtime. I want the ball in Quinn's hands when it comes down to crunch time. Absolutely.
Well, Coach, great win tonight. Enjoy, celebrate, then get going again next week. You have Chartiers Valley coming to Andy Kuzneski Field next week.
Yeah, they have weapons. They have one kid that's been, I think he's a sophomore, but he has some D1 offers playing on the defensive side of the ball. He needs a corner. I would imagine they would give him the ball on offense. So we have our work cut out for us. It's a game I expect we're going to come out and compete. Another home game. We'll enjoy the home cooking here, hopefully.
Okay, go get him next week, and thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
There you have it, head coach Brad Wright with the victorious Indiana overtime victory, 14-13 over Ringgold, which has now lost 27 in a row.
All right, Doug, thanks. And the First Commonwealth Bank pregame show will roll on with more from Andy Kuzneski Field. Your final score, Indiana 14, Ringgold 13. You're listening to Indiana High Football on WDAD AM 1450, 100.3, and Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans.
Garrett, run that whole.
Due to an overwhelming response, the Dowd semi-annual floor sample sale has been extended. We're clearing our warehouse and filling both stores with over $4 million of inventory. Save on sofas, recliners, sectionals, bedroom and dining room furniture, plus lamps, pictures, and accessories, all ready for immediate delivery. Hurry in, sale ends soon. Dowd's of Plumville and Greensburg.
Doesn't your home deserve Dowd's? Looking for unbeatable savings on internet? Bundle and save with Dish TV and HughesNet satellite internet. Now you can get $5 off each bill and lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Dish TV packages start at just $84.99 a month, and HughesNet plans begin at $15.
Every student in the 41st District. As Senate Majority Leader, I'm committed to ensuring our kids have the opportunities they deserve, whether it's excelling in athletics or engaging in extracurricular activities or achieving academic excellence. Together, we're building a strong foundation for our children's future. I appreciate your support and encourage you to vote, whether by mail or in person, on Election Day.
SCG Hobby. It's in the name. Sports cards, comics, gaming, and more. Speaking of more, they also have a huge selection of Legos, board games, Dungeons & Dragons, and Warhammer. Whatever you fancy, they've got you covered. Come join the SCG family for fun events and tournaments nightly, including Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and more. Dive into a world of sports and fantasy at the SCG Hobby nearest you, with locations in Indiana, Latrobe, Altoona, and North Huntington. Find out more by logging into scghobby.com.
Wheelchairs for Warriors is revved up for an adventurous motorcycle benefit ride hosted by Betty Lou's 2 Backside Bar and Grill. Join the cause for an exhilarating day of riding, delicious food and refreshing beverages, awesome music, and a vibrant community spirit. The ride starts and ends at Betty Lou's 2 just outside of Clymer on Highway 286 East. All street legal vehicles are welcome. Join the ride and make a difference for our injured veterans and first responders. See you on the road. Check out Betty Lou's 2 Facebook page for the details.
Reception when they're driving. He gets the he threw the touch.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana High Sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
At Grand Beginnings Children's Center, their focus is on growing and teaching children to be the best they can be. They know children need education, inclusion, and safety. Grand Beginnings has a mission to provide a warm and nurturing environment in which each child can grow physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and spiritually. Grand Beginnings Children's Center with 2 locations in Indiana, teaching children to shine since 1991. Call 724-463-1819. Find them at grandbeginnings.net.
Player of the game. Who do we have, Jeff?
Well, Pat, tonight I think it has to go to Rocco Cosentino. He catches the touchdown pass in overtime, and he comes up with a saving tackle on the 2-point try in overtime to clinch the victory for Indiana, 14-13. My player is Rocco Cosentino.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing is on a win, you have a couple choices. Quinn did what Quinn does again. Elijah Thomas had a nice night, but I agree with you. Rocco Cosentino is our Good and Associates player of the game. Let's look at some First Commonwealth Bank quick stats. We have our guy Zeke Thomas up here. Zeke and Jeff was using a computer app tonight. How close were you guys?
We were very, very close. So his first time trying this new computerized thing. We know Zeke does a fantastic job, but we're looking for a backup when Zeke can't be here. So tonight we have for Indiana rushing yards, Elijah Thomas, as we talked about. He had 16 rushes for 89 yards. He did a very good job rushing the ball tonight. Quinn rushed the ball 21 times for 31 yards. Of course, he loses some yardage on a couple of times he was sacked, which drops his total down. Quinn passing tonight was he had 10 attempts, 5 completions for 44 yards and a touchdown pass. Of course, Quinn also had a touchdown rushing the ball tonight too. For Ringgold, their offense was obviously led by Sayer Dungy. He had 21 rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown. He also threw the ball tonight. He had 18 attempts, completed 13 of them for 202 yards. He threw a touchdown, but had 2 costly interceptions. That one really turned the momentum for Indiana as the Ringgold was going down to try and score in the fourth quarter. Quinn was able to pick that off, return at the 20-yard line. Indiana eventually just takes a knee and goes to overtime. But those 2 interceptions were definitely costly for Ringgold.
Yeah, I mean, really, the turnovers, you could say, were big in Indiana's favor tonight. Were they +3 or +3?
Yeah, because we had the 2 interceptions and the fumble recovery. Yeah, so Indiana played takeaway tonight. And when you win the takeover battle, lots of times it helps you win the game. It certainly helped Indiana tonight.
And they didn't give the ball away. So, what a gutsy effort tonight here. And Doug, are you still with us here? What did you take away from the game down on the field?
Well, it was an exciting game. The fans were into it. Well, my battery's going dead here. The fans were into it. The student section was into it. But it was a win that Indiana needed. As you look through the rest of their season, it gives them a little momentum. We have another non-conference game next with Char Valley, a team that we've never seen before. But just to be able to get this win against a team that has lost 26, now 27 in a row, if they didn't come out here with a victory tonight, I think it would have really demoralized the team for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you feel bad for the kids at Ringgold because they played their hearts out tonight. They really put themselves in a position to try to win a football game, and but for a couple inches, they walk away here victorious tonight. But Indiana got the win. That's what we were looking for tonight. Just a tremendous effort on both sides of the ball. I thought Indiana's defense really took a step tonight compared to last week. They did give up the one big pass, but realistically, I thought they did a good job containing the athletes that Ringgold had.
Yeah, Pat, they did complete a couple of long passes, but Indiana defensive backs were in position. They sort of got out-jumped for the ball in a lot of those longer passes. And, Coach talked about Johnny Wine sealing the end. Linebackers made some great plays. Secondary was covering the ball. The defense certainly kept them in the game, and coming up with the 3 turnovers was definitely key to this victory tonight.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here in the S&T Bank broadcast booth here at Andy Kuzneski Field. For Jeff Cribbs, Doug Steve, Zeke Thomas, Samantha and her team, and I apologize, I don't know everybody's name, but it's only week 2. We'll get there. And our studio engineer, Garrett Clark. Thanks, everybody, for all the effort to keep this on the air, and thank you to the listeners for joining us tonight. Your final score from Indiana High School: Indiana 14, Ringgold 13.
Don't realize how dirty something is until it's sparkling clean. That goes for your house. What a difference a whole house cleaning would make. T's window cleaning will get rid of all that dirt, grime, and molds that builds on roofs, sidings, gutters, windowsills, and porches to make your home look brand new. Call today for a free estimate. T's Window Cleaning at 724-840-4160 or on Facebook.
Hello, this is Attorney Patrick Doherty. In sports, teamwork is important. That's why I'm pleased to announce the addition of Attorney Amy Doherty to my team. Whether it's criminal law, divorce, child custody, child support, wills and estates, or buying and selling a home, our team is here for you. Visit us at 737 Water Street in downtown Indiana to discuss how our team can work for you. Good luck this season from the Law Office of Patrick Doherty.
Every year, we go on a search for great snacks or treats. Children enjoy more than just candy on Halloween. The best sources of calcium are milk, yogurt, and cheese. Kids like us love string cheese because it's tasty and fun to pull, twist, and eat. And parents love string cheese because it's rich in calcium, whatever that is. So give us kids the fun and goodness we are looking for. Make it a very dairy Halloween. A message from Allied Milk Producers.
And a fumble recovery.
Yeah, Trayvon and Quinn. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Garrett. Let's do the short one. Get my clock on. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Indiana came out victorious against the Ringgold Rams at Andy Kosneski Field on Friday night. What an effort by Indiana. They came out and from the opening gun to the final whistle, had to make plays. Indiana was able to win the turnover battle, forcing 2 interceptions and a forced fumble to win the game in overtime, 14-13. For the Little Indians, Quinn Lipniskus ran for a touchdown and threw a touchdown. He ended up with 5 of 9 passing, 44 yards, but he did have the game-winning touchdown to Rocco Cosentino in overtime. He also had an interception on defense. Trayvon Joseph also had an interception, and Indiana forced a fumble by Jacob Sawaga. Indiana was able to hold on an exciting overtime final play. Ringgold decided to go for 2 and came up a yard short. Rocco Cosentino made the tackle. From Andy Kosneski Field, Indiana wins 14-13.
And a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
More choices and more savings at Walbeck Insurance. 479-9378. 479-9378.
I've always been a very hard worker, and I thought that there was something that smart people that work hard could do differently with the money that you've worked so hard to earn. I consulted First Commonwealth Bank. They said, absolutely there is. And then they called us with a program that was directly suited for us. I've been able to enjoy what I've worked a lifetime to create, and I've done all that with the help of First Commonwealth Bank.
What's the most popular 5-passenger SUV in central Pennsylvania? That's an easy one. It's the Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, of course. You see them everywhere. I mean everywhere. And why not? It's by far the greatest value on the market. With more standard features than most, great fuel economy, and the best warranty on the planet, buying a new Outlander Sport's an easy choice above all others. You gotta have one. Get your best Mitsubishi deal today at the Mitsubishi Giant.
5-star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get better than this.
Luxembourg's Jewelers would like to let the community know that due to unfortunate flooding circumstances at their downtown location, they have temporarily moved their inventory to their Indiana Mall store. Elegance and affordability like never before at Luxembourg's overflowing Indiana Mall location. Now is the perfect time to take advantage of Luxembourg's store-wide sale. So if you're looking for breathtaking engagement rings or searching for a stunning Christmas gift, there's no need to wait. Now is the time to visit the store-wide sale at Luxembourg's Jewelers Indiana Mall location.